Hello again, folks. I'm creating this video tutorial to just show you how to work with the Direct3D9 library that I created for Batman Arkham Knight. When you go to Fearless Revolution forums, you'll find the DLL inside the zip archive. So what you have to do is download it, extract the contents, and then move the dynamic library to the game folder in Win64 location. In order for you to find out where your game is installed, what you can do is use Steam and go to the game's properties and then local files and browse local files. This will take you to this location. You have binaries, Win64, and this is where you have your game executable. So basically, after you've extracted the archive, the dynamic link library from the archive, you just move it or copy it to this location like I just did. And then before running the game, you may also want to take a look at the number 3 and number 4 instructions in the post. It tells you to go to this folder, DLC, so basically this location. So what we'll have to do is Win64 Batman Arkham Knight DLC, like so, and in here create a new file, an empty file, a text file, vm input, and change the extensions from txt to ini. Of course I want to change it, then modify it and copy the information that you see here, copy, paste it in, paste, save it, and then you can start the game. So let's try the game out. Config Batman Arkham Knight binaries Win64 batman.ak.exe. And the game will start. Okay. Another thing to mention is if you want to change the keys for the console and the type key, you can do so in these lines. So instead of tilde or backslash, you can put anything you want, like F10, F12, whatever the key that you want to do, that you want to use. If I press tilde right now, I'll see this, and if I press type key, the backslash key, I'll see this. So you have the big console up, this one. Just press tilde and then again to disappear, and then type key, and we'll have to press escape to close it, or just type in a command or press enter and it will go away. So now we have the console. Back in game, since I've also disabled the is shipping build function, we'll also have the cheat manager created for us automatically by Unreal Engine when add cheats command function runs actually when the game is initialized. And we can use fly, for example, and you'll see that Batman starts flying around. If you use ghost command, for example, you'll see that you can also go through walls or through the ground. And then if you want to disable everything, just type in walk and you're down to the ground. Let's see what else. Players only. We'll pause the game, run it again to resume. Then you have slow-mo 0.2. You'll move in slow motion. Slow-mo 1. There you go. Back to normal.
Think it's safe being out here again?
Toggle debug camera can also toggle debug camera. May also work, but I recommend that you use the backspace key, because since now we're quote-unquote a developer, we can use that particular hotkey. So if you press backspace, this will happen. The game freezes and you can move around with WASD. And this is pretty much the WASD, because those faggots were talking over me. I'm not sure if you've heard that. So you can use shift key to run around with the camera, but just know that the engine will not load everything solid in a certain radius. You can see here that the textures are not loaded. The reason I'm saying this is we can use this camera with a teleport command, which will get Batman to the location that we're at with the camera, as you can see here. But since the land is not loaded and the land is not solid, if you disable the camera by pressing backspace again, Batman will fall through the ground and through the world, actually. So if you want to use the teleport command at the same time with the debug camera on, what I suggest is you teleport Batman to a solid ground somewhere, like for example here. So if you do teleport here, you'll see Batman, and then when you press backspace, you get back to it and everything's back to normal. I'm not sure if there's a setting or something like that in the engine that allows you to load more based on the location where Batman is situated. But as you can see, the ground and the decals load once Batman is in that particular radius. So once the camera exits Batman's range, well, I think the game engine will not
Arkham Asylum, then Arkham City,
load anything.
now this Arkham Knight. What's next? I say we leave Gotham City for a
Okay,
while.
let's see what else.
It's tempting, man. Gotham's been good to us. Yeah, it has.
I kind of hate this thugs talking because, well, right now I'm using a desktop microphone, and I think the sound is also internally driven, and most of the times when those guys are talking, you cannot hear me talking, so that's a concern of mine.
Don't scare me. This is our city. We get to terrorize it. No one else.
Yeah, there we go. Trying to get away from the spots where thugs are. So that's pretty much it. Simple DLL that hooks stuff in Unreal Engine. You can check out the source code if you want. And what it does is to basically patch two functions, as in this function allow console to return true, and then this function is shipping build to return false, in such a way that when the engine actually runs these functions and the bytecode associated to them, it will do something else than the developers intended. So that's pretty much the story behind the console. Well, thanks for watching. If you have any observations, questions, comments, whatever, just post it on the forums and we'll take it from there. Thanks, bye.